Now it's my distinct honor to introduce the chair of the Somerset County Democratic Committee. Oh, geez, I forgot what I was going to say. Literally, I could say so much, and everyone here in this room could say so much about Peg and the efforts and time that she puts in. It comes from her heart, comes from her soul, comes from her, okay. But we'll leave it there, and thank you, Peg. Ms. Schaffer, please come forward.
Do we have a second from District 17?
I'll second that, Chairwoman.
Are there any other nominations?
Because I don't think you need a second for a nomination.
Yes, I do. I read, never mind, Robert's Rules of Order this morning before I came here. Are there any other nominations?
Good lawyer.
All right, can I have a motion to close nominations for District 17? Mr. Danielson, listen to me. Do we have a second for that nomination?
I'll second that.
So you don't count. I need a second. I need a second from the 21st District.
We have an extraordinary leader. 3 years ago, she hit the ground running, and I don't think that she's stopped since. Raising money, raising our credibility, raising expectations, raising visibility, and just in general, raising hell. Please put your hands together and welcome our extraordinary Somerset County Chairwoman, Peg Schaffer.
Everybody shout it now. There's no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world all about it now. Happy days are here again. Your cares and troubles are gone. There'll be no more from now on. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again.
Hello, Somerset County! So this just gets better year after year. We actually, maybe you noticed it, maybe you didn't, we had half this room last year. Now we have it all. And as I understand it, there's a Republican gala going on this evening too in this very county. And their number was about 70 lower than our number. We have somebody watching that. Mike, I want to thank you for that glowing introduction. And Ben Jr., as usual, Ben Aletta, I love you and I love this stuff. And happy days are here again. Let's hope we hear that on November 9th. I want to thank Brian Siggy for heading my finance committee. Brian. And with him, Zenon, John Graff, and of course the rest of you tireless workers who helped put this together. Thank you. I want to thank our executive committee. Again, Zenon, Mike Goldberg, Peg Glicklick, Dan Glicklick, who I think is on his way, Ben Aletta, Paul Swaneke, and of course Ben Aletta Jr. Thank you all. This year we have active and functioning caucuses that I understand have resulted in our adding many Democrats to the voter rolls this year. And for that we have to thank Ida and Al Ocheco. Mary Prenzatelli keeps bringing us young Democrats. We need those, you guys know. Vic Pan is helping us find some more Asian Democrats. Thanks, Vic. And Rich Arline is going to help bring a little more color to this room. Yeah. recognize and thank my state committee, Joel Shane, my law partner, Janice Allen, Roberta Carpenets, Roberta's still here, and Mike Goldberg. Mike, we got 3 mentions already. Thanks to Zenon and his doctorate in organizational management, we also have a structure in this county. So we have people who are called regional vice chairs. And those people are essential to making this county work and getting the vote out and helping to keep tabs on everything that's going on in the various towns. So I want to thank my regional vice chairs, Doug Singletary, John Clyde, Cliff Wilson, who also runs a mean jazz band. Thank you, Cliff. Joan Pritchard. And Councilman Joe DeMarco, who I understand is working tonight, but will be here later. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the woman who keeps the books and I think helped put this thing together, Ginny DeMarco, his wife, and my executive director, who is really good at making people happy and getting them to volunteer, especially after I've scared them or made them angry or something. Joe Kostecki, thank you. And of course, the people who aren't Democratic elected officials or committee people or members of our organization, our sponsors, our benefactors, the ones who help us run campaigns. You guys there, look at the program book. Please patronize those people, those of you who are elected officials, the best engineers, the best lawyers. They're all in that program book. Please look at it and please consider them for any opportunity you have. And of course, and anybody who hasn't been mentioned in that long introduction, thank you all for coming. You make this party good and the Democratic Party in this county great. Thank you. I have a couple of my colleagues. Chairwoman Lois Zarish is here from Huntington County. Thank you, Lois. I'm sure you guys all heard the story that it took 4 girls to put together this great ticket you're going to meet later. It's a straight ticket. And Lois was one of those 4 girls. Chairman Bob Steve, is he here as well? From Warren County? We now, these districts that we have, these legislative districts span a whole bunch of counties, so there's lots of extra dignitaries we get to invite, which is fun for all of us. They're good people. And thanks again, Lois and Bob. So, Somerset County is what I call an emerging democracy. better yet, maybe it's a county in transition. So in the last few years, we've had some pretty impressive keynote speakers that we've brought here, but it's been pointed out to me that we lost both of those years. So, this year we had a lot of people clamoring for the opportunity to come speak to you. And, you might even recognize some of the names. There was somebody named Hillary, and a guy named Patrick, somebody named Bill, a Bob, a David, a John, a Mark. We looked at them, and then we looked at the candidates we're running this year. And in honor of the impending transition of this county from red to blue, we decided to do something different. Tonight, we will feature and honor the tremendously talented men and women who already serve in this county, and all those who have stepped up to the plate. So what I want you to do now is give a large round of applause for all the people I'm about to introduce you to, and some of them you're going to hear from, who have stepped up to the plate or are already there helping the Democratic cause in this county and in this state. We have heard, we received a letter from Senator Menendez and a letter from Senator Lautenberg. I'm going to read you, the letter from Senator Lautenberg is in your program, the letter from Senator Menendez I'm going to read to you. dear friends, it's like one of those fake telegrams. I could get one from Obama too, but I don't have one tonight. Please accept my sincerest wishes at your gala as you gather for your 2011 dinner. Your many contributions have made a positive impact on your community and inspired future generations. As a United States Senator, I stand with you in our continued mission to improve the lives of all Americans. As we know, all politics is local. And I would like to give a special thank you to Peg Schaffer and Zenon Christodoulou and the other members of the Somerset County Democratic Committee for their outstanding work. It is because of individuals like these that our party remains strong and growing. I wish the candidates the best of luck on November 8th and look forward to working with you all in the future. Signed, Robert Menendez, United States Senator. Senator Luttenberg also sent greetings. I don't need to read them to you. You can read them yourselves. But what this is all about now are the people we're going to introduce to you from among you, the ones who have stepped up in various towns. And as I said, we will get to a time, I hope, when everybody here is so important that I can't single anybody out. But let's just talk about who we have, because they're the people we're honoring tonight. In Bedminster, let's look, where's Bedminster? The chair, Charles Ader. Charles, thank you for everything. And candidate Carolyn Freeman. Please stand up, Carolyn. In Vernon Township, we have the chair, David Ferdinand. And, hold on, and Bonnie Deal and my brother-in-law, Mike Camundi, who's decided the Yankees are more important than Somerset County Democrats tonight. Bonnie, thank you. Bernardsville, Bob Frawley. And Bob is running Councilman Joe DeMarco and Kate Lincoln. Joe DeMarco. In Boundbrook, Karen Carroll. Boundbrook is one of those few towns that already has Democratic control. We need to make one major change there, and that's to change the mayoral position. But this year in Boundbrook, Karen is running Councilman Tony Pranzatelli for mayor. Councilman Vinnie Petty. Councilman Hal Dietrich. And I always want to recognize former Councilman Benaletta. I don't know if Ben's here. Is Ben here? All right. Thanks, Benaletta. Tell your father we thank you for his work. Branchburg, the chair is Joe Pranzatelli. And Joe is running Lewis Kane. Lewis, you've run once before, this time you're golden. Lewis understands the Joe DeMarco story in Somerset County. You must run more than once. In Joe's case, he had to run a few too many times, but we're hoping, Lewis, that this time is the charm. Bridgewater, Rick Simon. And Rick has with him his mayoral candidate, Jim Bentantonio. Mary Pranzatelli. And John Rudy. John Rudy's knocking on doors, you said?
He's at the Bridgewater game, campaigning.
Ah, okay. John Rudy's busy working to get elected. My chairman from Franklin, Joe Danielson. Joe's from another one of those communities who get it right. They have Democratic control for all seats except one, and that's the one that Raj Sherman is running for this year. Raj Sherman's a councilwoman, is running for mayor of Franklin. Raj, Joe, did you bring you have elected officials Ted Chase, Carl Wright. I see Councilman Phil Kramer's here.
My candidates are going door to door right now.
Excuse me?
My candidates are going door to door right now.
That's exactly what they should be doing. Thank you for making sure of that. We also have from Franklin, Dan Glicklick, who's Commissioner of the Tax Board. Is Dan here yet? He's coming though, yes? He's bringing Kimberly Francois, who's running for council, and I think Rajiv Prasad. Is Rajiv here? All right, they're already elected, and they're all out trying to get more votes, I guess. From Franklin also, former Mayor John Clyde is here. John? And one of my favorite female mayors, Melanie Morano, is the chair of Greenbrook. Melanie has with her Councilwoman Carrie Benscotter and Councilman Eddie Pfeiffer is campaigning at the firehouse, I guess, right? Is that what's going on? And she's running this year, Councilman Eddie Pfeiffer and Tom Tebus, who ran last year, lost by a very small number, and when we got them all figured out this year, he's going to bring home the bacon and the victory, yes? From Hillsborough, we have Mike Goldberg again. Mike? Mike has a couple of great candidates running there. He's running Aldo Martinez and John Redden. And from Manville, what do we have going in Manville this year? It's a great ticket. Alan Harwick is the chair. Alan, where are you? Thank you. Lou Fisher is already sitting on the council there, and he's lonely, so he's asked Mayor Corradino to step up and run for mayor to join him in mayor. And former Councilman Ed Komorowski. We are also treated once again to having in our midst Gus Patero, who was a legislator a very long time ago. Actually, there aren't a lot of people I can say were legislators before I was involved in politics, but you might be one of them, Gus. Thank you for coming. Millstone Mayor Ray Heck he told me he was flying in about 6 o'clock tonight and he was going to try to get here, but he's not yet here. I ask you just to take a moment to remember Mary Patrick, who was the mayor of Millstone and the chair of Millstone, who died a couple of months ago. And Montgomery, Keith Hubby, he's doing a great job and he's running. Mark Petresk. Many of you may remember Mark from the assembly race a couple of years ago. Is Mark here? He's walking door to door, yes? And former Mayor Louise Wilson is here. Louise? Another one of our happy towns, North Plainfield, Chair Tom Fagan. And he has a whole bunch of electeds, many of whom are here. I know Mayor Michael Giordano is here. Councilman Skip Stabile. I understand Councilwoman Mary Forbes and Bob Hitchcock are busy someplace else, maybe going door to door with some candidates who are running in the county. And Doug Singletary, Councilman Doug Singletary is here. Mayor Janice Allen is not here. And Ed Potosnak, who's a candidate, well, maybe a candidate, depending on the 7th district, and is also from North Plainfield and has joined From the town of Raritan, we have Doug Mislinski as the chair, and Vic Legidi is councilman running again this year. Where's Vic? Vic and Doug have put together a great slate of candidates in that town. It's Vic, it's Doug, and a guy named Gaetano Izzo, who owns a beauty parlor with a big sign across the front that says, "Vote for Gaetano Izzo for mayor." It's a perfect Raritan mayoral sign. We're excited. Somerville is the 4th really good town. Sorry guys, those of you who haven't elected a Democratic majority yet don't get those accolades, but hopefully you will. After November 8th. Somerville, Rob Wilson. Is Rob here? Rob's working too? Okay. We do. I know Ken Utter is here. Councilman Dennis Sullivan, who's running for mayor. Don't see Tom Mitchell or Margaret Weinberger. I do see Roberta Carbonet's my state committee woman. South Bound Brook, the chairman is Marie Scannell. Did I see Marie tonight yet? Marie has been very busy. Marie is doing a great job in Bound Brook. She does. Carol Schaffer is here. I saw Carol. Carol's running for mayor. And Marie is such a valuable chair and understands this business so well that when she couldn't find another candidate, she just turned over or rolled over in the morning and said, "Hey, Ned, what are you doing?" She's running Ned Scannell, her husband. So we do have a rule in this county. If you're a chair and you can't find a candidate, you have to run. But she did one better. She just found some guy sleeping next to her and said, "Try that one." Andy Carlton is also running that town. Andy, give Andy a round of applause. This is a special announcement. In Warren, we have two candidates running, not both on the Democratic ticket. One's running on the Democratic ticket, one's running as an independent, but promises that if he wins, in fact, he's here tonight, if he wins, he's going to change his party. So Lisa Lontai and Anthony Sardis. And that's because of Joyce Hendricks. Joyce, the chair of Warren, did a great job. Moving on to Watchung, Keith Balla is a perfect example of the rule I just explained to you. Keith Balla is the chairman, and Keith Balla is the candidate. Keith, where are you? I also just want to mention that Councilman Charlie Carley is here from South Brunswick. You may have stuck out, but Charlie's actually working very hard. He's the campaign manager for the 16th District Legislative Campaign as well. We really appreciate Charlie's efforts. Mayor June Choi, former Mayor of Edison. June. Who also might be running in the 7th Congressional District, depending on how it pans out. And let's see. So, having heard all that, here's the point. We currently have two mayors in this county, Mayor Heck and Mayor Giordano. I want to try something out on you. Listen to this. Mayor Corradino